Welcome back to USA Ride Zone. Today we're taking a closer look at something that could completely change the way you think about electric adventure vehicles. The 2026 Rivian R1T Camper Motorhome concept. Imagine taking the rugged personality of the Rivian R1T and transforming it into a compact adventure. Machine designed for long highways, remote campsites, mountain trails, and unforgettable weekends far away from crowded hotels. This isn't just about driving an electric pickup. It's about turning that pickup into your own private escape pod on wheels. The Rivian R1T has already built a reputation for combining electric performance with serious adventure capability, but the camper idea takes that philosophy to another level. Picture the truck sitting at a remote American campsite just before sunrise. The roads behind you are empty. The mountains are glowing in the distance, and instead of searching for a hotel, you simply open the compact camper setup and settle in for the night. That is where the real magic begins. The first thing that makes this concept so interesting is its compact design. Rather than creating a massive motorhome that feels difficult to drive through narrow roads, the R1T camper concept focuses on keeping the vehicle relatively agile. The truck remains recognizable, but behind the cabin is a carefully engineered camping system that can provide sleeping space, storage, cooking capability, and essential equipment without turning the vehicle into a giant RV. And there's a secret advantage to a compact camper like this: freedom. You don't necessarily need a huge campground or a giant parking space. You can explore scenic roads, reach trailheads, pull into a remote campsite, and experience the outdoors without bringing an enormous motorhome along for the journey. Inside, the imagined camper layout would be simple, practical, and adventure-focused rather than oversized luxury. Think of a cleverly arranged sleeping platform, compact storage compartments, durable surfaces, useful lighting, and enough room to make a night outdoors feel comfortable. The goal isn't to create a five-star hotel. The goal is to give you everything you actually need when the road disappears and the wilderness begins. And that compact philosophy could make this Rivian particularly attractive to younger adventure travelers, couples, photographers, outdoor explorers, and anyone who wants to escape the normal routine. You could leave the city after work, travel through the night, reach a beautiful destination, and wake up surrounded by nature the next morning. The electric side makes the concept even more fascinating. The R1T's electric powertrain brings instant torque and smooth acceleration, giving the truck a completely different personality compared with traditional gasoline-powered camp. There's no engine vibration dominating the experience, and the quiet nature of an electric vehicle could make early morning departures and peaceful campsites feel even more connected to the environment. But here is where things become really interesting. A camper version of the R1T would need to balance additional weight with range, efficiency, and off-road capability. Every extra piece of equipment matters: the camper structure, sleeping system, water storage, kitchen equipment, recovery gear, and personal luggage could all affect how far the vehicle travels between charging stops. That means the smartest camper design wouldn't simply add more equipment. It would focus on intelligent packaging and eliminating unnecessary weight. Imagine pulling into a charging station after a long adventure, connecting the truck, grabbing a coffee, and planning the next destination. While the vehicle charges, you could check your route, explore nearby attractions, or simply relax. For an electric camper, charging becomes part of the journey rather than just another inconvenience. And when the pavement ends, the R1T's adventure-oriented character becomes even more important. A camper that can carry you toward dirt roads, mountain viewpoints, forest trails, and remote landscapes opens up a completely different style of travel. Instead of treating the vehicle as transportation between destinations, the vehicle itself becomes part of the adventure. The exterior design would also be one of the biggest attractions. Imagine a futuristic electric pickup with a rugged camper structure, dark adventure wheels, all-terrain tires, protective equipment, roof-mounted accessories, and subtle lighting. It could look modern without losing the tough personality that makes an adventure truck exciting. But perhaps the most impressive part is what this concept represents. The 2026 Rivian R1T Camper Motorhome isn't simply about having a bed inside a truck. It represents a different idea of travel: smaller, smarter, quieter, and more connected to the outdoors. Imagine driving across America with no fixed hotel reservation, following the highway toward a destination you've never seen before. One night could be beside a mountain. The next could be near a desert landscape. Another morning could begin beside a forest lake. Your room travels with you. Of course, exact camper equipment, range, pricing, and specifications would depend on the actual configuration or conversion being discussed, so this concept should be viewed as an imagined 2026 R1T camper setup rather than an official Rivian factory motorhome announcement. Still, the idea is incredibly exciting. The Rivian R1T already represents a new generation of electric adventure vehicles, and turning that platform into a compact camper could make it even more appealing to people who want freedom without driving a massive RV. So, if you could take this Rivian R1T camper anywhere in America, where would you go first? The mountains of Colorado, the deserts of Arizona, the forests of the Pacific Northwest, or somewhere completely unknown? This is exactly why the future of electric camping is becoming so fascinating. The best adventure vehicle may not need to be enormous. It just needs to take you farther, give you freedom, and make the journey itself unforgettable. And if this mysterious Rivian R1T camper concept has caught your attention, stay connected with USA Ride Zone, because the next adventure could be even more unbelievable. The road is waiting, the campsite is somewhere beyond the horizon, and the future of American road trips is getting seriously exciting.